Hi, I'm Darien Spider, and this is my hashtag GameStruck4. These are the 4 games I've seen a little bit on this on the internet, on the YouTubes, and all the other type of media stuff out there about this whole these games that define you. And I decided that it would be a really fun idea to join in and talk about the games that define me as Darien Spider. So without further much ado, let's get started. And this is the first. I'm going to have one that's going to be completely a graphic, but we'll get to that last. But there is no particular order to this, other than most of these games I played when I was a kid and or a teenager. So the first one I want to talk about, which one that really got me into kind of the real crazy amounts of like RPG gaming, is Zelda: Majora's Mask, or Ocarina of Time. Same one. No, it's Ocarina of Time is the one I actually started playing like hardcore into Zelda. I mean, I played Link for the Past and all the subsequent some from the Ocarina of Time, but this one was the one that started it. I really enjoyed it. It was one of those games that I couldn't figure out because about halfway through, and then it just all clicked in, and it was like an epiphany moment. So I really enjoyed this game, which is Ocarina of Time. The other game that I sped up, that I went and literally bought a PlayStation to play this one game that took up many of nights and many of things, and this is the movie that came from it, which is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, but it's actually just Final Fantasy VII for me. I remember being told by my parents to go to bed, stop playing the game, because I had school in the morning. Well, I didn't go to school, but I did go to school. Really, really tired, because I couldn't put this game down. It was the quintessential game that made me realize that real games are real fun. The number 3 is actually an old game. It's called Contra by Konami. My friend Mythic and I, when we were kids, used to play this all the time, and I'd steal his lives every single time. Believe in me, having the cheat code of up, down, left, right, select, BA, start was the way to do it, because I kept on stealing his lives. And I still do. The last one I want to talk about, which is not actually something I have a physical copy of anymore, which is kind of scary, is Halo. The original Halo was the game that got me into the Xbox, and was very paramount into a lot of the other little cosplays I've always wanted to do, and building of armor and stuff like that. It was sci-fi, and I love sci-fi stuff. And so Halo, the original Halo, was where it was at for me. And I mean, I did a lot of running around and playing around with it, and I love all the other Halo games, but the original Halo was the one that started out, and I really enjoyed it, and I love it so very much. And all 4 of these games have one thing in common, and that is I loved every single one of them individually, and then together they become who I am today. This is my hashtag GameStruck4. Have a wonderful day, and we'll put Halo right here. Oh, I'm being informed of something crazy. So we're going to put the Halo Edition Xbox in the middle here. So we're going to have all 4 represented in some form or fashion. So that's my 4. Tell me your 4. I'd love to hear the little tiny stories about it. And as always, ZEON.